All right, we're gonna be installing this Rekluse Slave Cylinder. Okay, this is a 2019 Tri Glide. A friend of mine, she says it's way too tight on the pull for the clutch. So what I'm doing right now is showing you what you should not do and cannot do. A lot of us is going to try to take the screw off and think we can take off the 6-speed cover, but that's not going to happen. So okay. See, look, I'm trying my best to take it off. Try my best. It just will not work like that. You're going to get a big buzz. Here we go. All right, let's get to the work. So what you have to do now, you have to find the little lock pieces and behind the heat shields. Remove those pieces. You have to take all of them off. Each one has 2. And as you see, I'm just taking it off, pulling one off at a time. It might feel a little tricky when you try to pull it off if you have never done it the first time. But once you get that off, on the top one, you go to the bottom, then you go to the top, and you can even see that filter thing is still stuck in place. You have to take that off, because what we're going to do is we're going to start to loosen up the entire exhaust system. Now keep in mind, as you're watching this video, a lot of times people will take off the entire exhaust system, but if you have a clutch unit, then you have to take it off because it has about 6 bolts, I believe. This only has 2 bolts on the side. So all we're gonna do is get the exhaust to be loose. Now that bracket that I'm taking off right now, you have to loosen that bracket up as well, because that bracket holds it in place. Also the 2 bolts holding the flange in place for the exhaust, you have to take those off as well, because that's what's keeping the exhaust tight. Once you get the header loosened up, here I'm working my way through this little slot to get to one of those little lock ties, whatever you call those things, to take off the top heat shield cover. And sometimes the best way is to get on the ground and angle yourself so you can actually see what you're doing. On the bottom, you don't have to remove the floorboard, but you need to loosen up the floorboard. Once you loosen up the floorboard, then you're going to be able to get easier access to removing the parts that you need to remove, which is that cover. Now here I am reaching through. It's a good idea to have a flexible ratchet. It gives you more angle. On the front one, this is taking off that header. The front one, I use a wrench because it's very difficult to angle inside of that area to get that last bolt. Now you don't have to take the bolts all the way out if you don't want to. I just take them out fully. It gives me way more room to pull. So now look, I'm pulling on this thing enough force to pull this cover off. Just pulling away, and boom, bada bing, bada boom. All right, so that is your slave head, right? This is what we're taking off. That's slave cylinder. We're taking that off, and it's 3 bolts. Here goes 1 and 2. Now what I'm doing is I'm removing the oil line, taking that off. You're gonna get some fluid, right? But hold it up high, rest it on the top, and you're gonna be just fine. That little fluid is no big deal. Now I'm taking off the slave cylinder head. That hydraulic line that we took off, when you see the little fluid come out, just don't panic, okay? That's just normal. So there's 1 bolt where I can't get to. The one that just tried to use the tool. So you want to use a ball head socket. Look at that. The ball head socket gets right in there because it gives you a deeper angle. So I did not have to take off my exhaust system. A lot of people actually pull the entire exhaust off. You don't have to. Let's get that ball head socket. So we're taking off this slave cylinder. And once you take it off, watch this. It's so easy. It's not difficult. See? You get the little oil inside. You want to clean that area up, and you want to put a little bit of oil on the inside of the gasket on the new Rekluse Slave Cylinder. Keep in mind, when you put this in, the original one is not as tight as the newer one. This newer one is really tight. So when you try to fit it, you want to make sure that when you put that line, that hydraulic line, don't tighten it all the way, because you need to be able to manipulate the Rekluse Slave Cylinder. And once you start to tighten it down one at a time, like you see me doing, you're going to notice that it's going to start to press in. It's going to press in. Your hands will not be able to press it in whatsoever. Okay? If you don't have that ball head socket, I'm promising you, that thing is going to come in handy. There we go. So now I'm tightening up that hydraulic line. And I'm torquing this down to 84 to 108 inch-pounds. Not foot-pounds, but inch-pounds, okay? You don't need a whole lot. And the sequence is the way you see me doing it. 1, 2, and that's 3. That is the sequence for the Rekluse Slave Cylinder system. So now you see me doing this. I had to cut this short because I had to go to Harbor Freight to get a new bleeder system. But first you open up that master cylinder and you remove the excess oil from there. You're going to use .4 brake fluid, at least for the Harleys. .4 brake fluid is the same for your clutch. Okay, I went on the other side, and what you want to do is bleed out the you want to bleed out from the Rekluse Slave Cylinder. But you can check out on a lot of other videos how to bleed your fluids. It's not difficult, okay? I just wasn't able to get the recording on this part, but now you know how to change it out. It's not very difficult. I'm gonna talk to you guys in about another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
All right, so we got everything buttoned up. What I did, you can just go online and look up how to bleed the brakes, but I got this, you know, this little blade breaker thing from Pittsburgh. You get it from Harbor Freight. It's really good to bleed your brakes and your hydraulic fluid, which is the same. Brake DOT4 for Harleys. Got everything buttoned up. It's looking good. The clutch lever, the pull, it's like night and day, okay? This is like the easy pull for hydraulic clutch. I mean, right now, if I do like this, I can give this thing the middle finger. I can use my pinky and get somewhat of a full pull, just to give you an idea on how much more easier that pull is. So if you struggle with the pull too tight, I'll show you guys the quick walkthrough on what you need to do. And it's not a hard thing at all. Just learn how to bleed your brake. Look it up online and you'll see it. It's not hard. It's just about pumping. I prefer to have 2 people, because when you take this master cylinder top off, you want to make sure that somebody's here to top it off so it does not lose the consistency, and then you start getting a lot of bubbles. Anyway, this is a 2019 Tri Glide. I think I probably have the year right, but this is a 2019 Tri Glide. It is a hydraulic system, and this is how you get your clutch to feel nice. Now, the next thing we're going to install is going to be an adjustable lever, because my homegirl, her hands are small. I'm tall, but look how much reach I have, right? So I want to bring it here for her so she can have a easier pull, and that's going to be an easy change out. All right, guys, let's keep it going, baby. Let's keep it going. This is Sensei telling you, let's get these miles. Let's get the money. Let's get the muscle, baby. I'm out of here. Peace.